Oh yeah, I got Oran. Well, fuck me. Okay, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. What is he playing? He's probably playing Magmar, let's be honest. He's smart enough to pick Magmar for a Pauper tournament, right? Though he is a Lionar player, maybe he's gonna make it work anyway with Lionar. Vitruvian? Really? A Vitruvian? Beginning 1. Beginning 2. Beginning 3. Dreadful hand. Beginning confirm. No minions I would be able to play. Okay, that is actually still dreadful. Because I get my buffing minion out without buffing anyone, so that's a total waste. Damn, and he's getting a Wisp opening. He's getting a way better opening. Hopefully I have a better deck. Replace 3. Because this is not a good opening. Okay, this is better. This is better. 3-9. 3-9. Duelyst profile. 3-9. 3-9. Duelyst profile. 3-9. 3-7. There you go. There you go. If I put my Silithar here, he may actually not survive. And I don't want that mana anyway. Cast 3. Let's put him here, higher chance of survival. I need him alive particularly much because I want to buff him. Finish turn. I might have a useless next turn if he dies. Vitruvian still has Scarabs. Oh yeah. Huh. Damn. I better save up my natural selection for them. You're right. I'm running an anti-Magmar deck. So are you running only minions with 4 attack or more? How do you do an anti-Magmar thing? Buddy. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, I guess I can buff him back up anyway. His attack can increase again. Unless I just want to grab the Dancing Blades against his Pyro. That's probably a better idea. And I would be able to. I would just let this Mantis roll over me then. Yeah, I would just have to let that Mantis be annoying. Unless I use the Blades to kill the Mantis instead. No, ignoring the Pyro is a very bad idea. Or I could play 2 buffs. Buff this thing with the Gazer. I could do that. Fine, let's do that. Let's do that. Use the Blades on the Pyro maybe next turn. If I can. Strike 4. Cast 1. Cast 4. Strike 8. Take the Mantis. Take this guy out with the hero. And now everyone's on a different line. Finish turn. So yeah, I didn't cover the Pyro yet, but he can blast only one thing. And I've got a decent minion on the board. I also have the Naga that can one-shot that Pyro if I can get close. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. He's gonna get buffed. That's what I was afraid of. And running away. And then the 2-2 will die. And I may have a hard time getting close enough to kill that Pyro for next turn. Yeah, actually I can't do it. If he properly body blocks the Silithar, there's just nothing I can do. But he doesn't properly block him? Are you sure? Are you sure? Oh, okay. He's covering him again with a Blind Scorch. I see. Well, shit, I can still do it. You're not gonna be very happy about this. And... replace 4. I'm not sure I'll still want that Naga. Something else might be more important. But not this. I don't need 2 Earth Spheres when I'm full HP. Cast 3. But this is very useful. Finish turn. Hey, Hugorn! Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've got the Natsec, but the Scimitar would need to die before I can use it, so that's kind of inconvenient. I think he will ignore this Scimitar for the rest of the game. I will be incapable of suiciding him because he's got 0 attacks, so I cannot declare attacks. And Natural Selection is the removal that kills the lowest damage minion on the board, which means I can only kill my own guy with it now. That's actually really tricky. His Blind Scorch is actually countering Magmar in this way. Yeah, that's a counter to Magmar, actually. Oh shit, he's running his own blades. But then he's killing my guy, he's doing me a favor. He's actually doing me a favor, now I can do Natural Selection here, I think. No, he's got a Pyro. Which means I have to do the Nut Cell on the Pyro. Damn it. I only can naturally select the Pyromancer. Replace one. Replace one. Unless I get a different kind of removal, which I don't. Damn it. I cannot remove the blades. I think it might still be worth it to do the Natural Selection here. And probably then just drop the claws. But killing this guy might be worth it anyway. Cast 3. Strike 8. Trading here though, that was a mistake. That was the misplay. I should have gone against the hero. Because he is planning to trade that minion with my claws anyway. Which means it doesn't matter how much HP he's got. Full HP still dies to my claws. I basically wasted my minion's attack completely. Damn, that was stupid. That was stupid. Cast 2. Strike 4. Ah, not happy with that. Finish turn. That was a misplay. Ah, now I got the mana burn. That would have saved me last turn so much. He's totally gonna break my claws with... unless he's got a Raw Scroller, never mind. Goodbye artifact. Easy money. Easy money for him. He's trading for a lot of HP here. Oh man, but he has got such a board control here. What? Oh, thank you so much. Oh my god. He didn't trade. Which means I get to just drop a Naga on him. And remove everything. Yeah, that's super helpful. Replace one. Strike 8. Cast 3. I'll take some damage, but the board control belongs to me again, and I'll just heal next turn anyway, it doesn't matter. Cast 5. Finish turn. Yeah, that Naga proved to be very useful here. I think he's actually running an anti-Magmar deck. Lots of minions with 4 damage, so he is immune to the Plasma Storm, which I'm not running, by the way. And Blind Scorch that makes him immune to the Natural Selection. There is actually an anti-Magmar deck, no shit. No shit. No shit. This might be a very rough best of 3. But I'm feeling good about this particular game. Yeah, okay, I've got the Natural Selection. I can do it, I can do it. It's a big fucking unit, but I can do it. I just need to suicide my own units this turn. So that he is the one with the biggest attack. Please don't summon anything small. Please don't summon anything small, my god. If he summons something small, oh man. No, I can still kill the Mantis though with my hero. He misplaced it, I think he misplayed. If he played the Mantis here, I wouldn't be able to kill the Golem with Natural Selection. But because he misplayed it here, I can kill the Mantis with my hero, and then suicide my Naga, and this dies to Natural Selection. That was a mistake by him. Strike 9. Strike 8. Cast 1. Cast 5. And then... I could assume that he won't have 12 damage. And just play this. Establish board control. But he could have 4 damage. Could he? No, actually he couldn't. He can't have the... No, that was stupid. He actually... Was it stupid though? Because this is a reactive minion. Maybe it wasn't stupid. But... Maybe establishing board control was a higher priority. Maybe. Hard to say. Then dealing 3 damage to something as I come in. Entropic Decay. Oh, actually, no, it was good. It was good that I didn't summon the big minion, which he would decay. Now he only gets to decay a small minion. And if I can kill this Shrike, I will be so happy. Yes, I can. Awesome. 4, 5. 3, 4. Click. Replace 2. This is beautiful, actually. 4, 5. It's lining up in the best ways possible for me. Cast 3. In case he has another Entropic Decay, cast 2. I want a smaller minion in front of it. Finish turn. Good stuff. By the way, what is this piece of soundtrack? I think it replaced all the other music in the game. I don't remember hearing a different kind of music since this soundtrack got introduced, this one. Oh, wow. Damn, that is good for him as well. Out. I do have the dampening wave though, so I will be able to trade for free. Oh, no, damn, that is so good for him. Oh, okay, this entire thing just went to absolute shit. Replace 2. What else can I get here? Oh man, yeah, this is not cool. This is not cool at all. Cast 2. Cast 1. Cast 3. Cast 4. Strike 7. And here comes the top decking. Strike 7. I'm out of cards. Finish turn. That's a really good top deck. That's a very solid top deck. I gotta admit. Though the orb may not be immediately useful, I'm probably gonna replace it. Since I've got so much HP. It heals 10, so I wanna use it when I'm in 15 or lower. I cannot heal beyond 25. Entropic Decay is a pain in the ass. I need to play around it more. Stuff of a Kier to kill my... Okay. He is again trading for HP and he doesn't have healing like I do. Shroud to remove my Frenzy. Okay. And a Mantis of his own. I got lethal though. I got lethal. Now that he traded for HP, he's got only 10 left. I got 8 damage with claws and 2 with Mantis. It's beautiful. GG. 1 for me in a best of 3 series. Cast 2. 3, 4. 3, 5. 3, 3. 4, 4. 3, 5. Yeah, Magmar seems so solid with the claws, with the Earth Sphere. I would have 7 HP, I guess, if I didn't use the Sphere. So I'd still win without a Sphere, but still. Magmar with the claws and the Sphere, very solid for Pauper tournament. Still, as I said, this is the best of 3. He can still come back. He's got a very solid deck. 1. 1. 1. I might consider Ephemeral Shrouds, actually. If I lose here, I may consider Ephemeral Shrouds to counteract his Blind Scorch.
Versus Magmar.
That's a decent opening. Beginning too. Beginning confirm. I can play my... Yeah, that is a very nice opening. I can play my Wisp and burn, mana burn his minion. To deny him some mana. And then next turn I can drop the swords immediately. 3-9. 3-7. 3-6. Cast 1. 2-4. Cast 3. Finish turn. Normally it might not be worth it to kill that 1-1 with the mana burn, but denying mana in early game may prevent some really powerful plays. Actually, I may instead of the sword want the Gazer and the Silithar, depending if he plays something that I want to remove with that 3 damage. Like a Shrike? Like a Rust Crawler? Not really. Yeah, I may want those 2 minions that I mentioned. Oh, actually, now it's a 3-3, and I can't kill it with a hero, so plans changed. I actually do want my Dancing Blades. Cast 2. And I do want to trade with his hero at all times, because I have healing, he doesn't. Finish turn. It's generally in my favor to trade. That's a very solid start. Orb Weaver for the mana. He can get both manas now. That's gonna be a pretty big turn. A 7 mana turn right now for him. Gigantic ramping up. Damn. Yeah, that's a big one. That is a big one. No shit. Replace 2. A little too early for the orbs. Oh, I got a biggie. I could just drop 2 Silithars. Or I could drop the small one and the Gazer. Strike 7. Home. 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 Which one would be the most impactful? I think the double Silithar would be the most impactful. Or I could have a... No, let's get the Gazer. Let's get the Gazer with a small one. In case he's got Entropic Decay. I guess this is a 4-5 just like this one. So this is just a slightly weaker board than I would have established with 2 Silithars. Except this is even more vulnerable towards... I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. Might be better to actually drop them both. And keep the buff in reserve. Because buff is instant, while it's like that 2-2 stats actually have rush. Okay, that's gonna trade and draw him a card. He's got plenty of card draw. That I have to give him. I may have overall a more powerful deck, but he's the one with more card draw, and it may let him outlast me in the late game. If I get stuck on top decking all the time, then I am gonna be in some deep shit. Yeah, it would have been better to get the big Silithar and the small Silithar, I think. And then he would have, I guess, killed the big one with the decay. I don't know. It's sketchy either way, I guess. Replace 1. I may just want to go against the hero, ignore the Rust Crawler, to be honest. No, he could buff it to 3-3. Strike 7. With the first wish. That's traded. And then cast 3. Cast 2. Let's make it harder for him to do the Entropic Decay if he has it. Finish turn. And I am getting close to top decking, actually. Finish turn. Running out of expensive cards. That is the scary period for me. I need to top deck expensive shit. Claws are very nice. Double mana burn, quite situational. Same with the dampening wave. I'm gonna need to redraw those. I may need to put more high-level minions here then, in this deck. Maybe some of those Dragonbone Golems he's running. I haven't seen him play a single Scarab, actually, which would be quite scary if he does, so I'm... Oh, fuck, why did I ever open my mouth? Okay, I do have Claws. I think I should just remove him with Claws. Cast 4. This is good stuff. Cast 3. I think I win. This is really good stuff. I kill him for free with the dampening wave. He cannot hit me back. So claws are still full durability. Now hopefully he will not have... Replace one. Oh wow, I even got a Naga. But I don't want to use it, it's gonna hurt my hero. Finish turn. Finish turn. I hope he's not gonna have a Rust Crawler, then I basically just win, period. But if he has a Rust Crawler and somehow removes my Silithar as well, yeah, the fight is still on. But man, Oran is one of the best players in this community. He's very solid. So I'm quite glad to be doing good against him, because I have a lot of respect and he's been crushing me in the past. Alright, so that's his removal against the Silithar. It cost him pretty much everything he's got, and then he's gonna probably punch that... He's gonna Scorch it. Okay. He's gonna Scorch it. And I don't have a buff for it. So I guess I'm going to use this Mantis as... Because the Naga deals 2 damage to everything around it, including the unit that has to be next to it when I summon it. So I guess if I can leverage my Mantis in this way by... Actually, I have lethal. Because of this. Cast 3. Double claws, 14 damage. 5-3. I should have just played Magmar, that didn't go well. Sue me for trying to be creative. What were you playing, Calreal? What were you actually playing? Yeah, Magmar's the obvious choice. Yeah. The way I see it, the games are more creative when I actually have a decent chance to win, rather than when I'm running an inferior deck that just gets ruffle stomped. Like, it wasn't very creative when I was playing that tournament when I was the ranged Vitruvian deck, and there was a lot of Magmars that were just ruffle stomping me, Calreal, you being one of them. That was a creative deck, but those weren't very creative games. Because they weren't even close. Whereas here, the deck is competitive, which will produce epic games, I hope. Alright, so as usual, in a round-robin tournament, well, in a Swiss tournament, my match is finished, and then I have to wait for like 10 people to finish theirs. There's gonna be a lot of downtime, because the next round will only begin once everyone has played, and that's gonna take a while. Close that activation. So in the meantime, as promised, let's get back into Invisible Ink. If the next round begins, please do warn me on the chat. Until then, really no reason not to jump into another mission. You were trying Venar? Really? That was Blair? With the Fox... I guess you don't have the Fox unstoppable force combo. You just have the Fox with the Frostfire and the Frost minions, like the bear and the Cloaker. Yeah, it might be a little rough. The Vanar may just have not enough cards. There may just be less cards than other factions have, because it's a new faction still. Oh, the Blood Bowl League is a little bit on hold, Soros. Unfortunately, Fall is one of the players, is unavailable, and I don't want, at this stage of the league, to just skip the match completely between Fall and Killer Orc, because if neither of them get the score, then it's impacting them both quite negatively throughout the rest of the league. And if I give Killer Orc a bye and just a free win, then it's probably not fair towards all these people who got a cancelled match against another guy that dropped out since Sanity. And I think I'm gonna be playing Fall next anyway, so even if I moved it ahead by giving Killer Orc bye, I would still have to give it myself as well, and then you would still not be able to see a match. So I'm basically sitting here hoping that Fall 19 will come back and play his matches. Mouse activation. Home. It is a very irregular thing, that league, but if you missed any matches prior to the 3rd or 4th round, Soros, you may want to check my YouTube for the first couple of matches. That were quite exciting, actually. The one against Dark Lord and Killer Orc, very good matches. Yeah, Team XP, missing out on Team XP would be quite nasty, even if he gets the win. So, I guess I was planning to get the exec terminals now, because it's close by, and fish myself out some detention
terminals
center.
Have elevated security credentials.
And it is a level 2 mission, so let's make it good. Let's get it right. No running, no stupid shit. Play slower, play more careful. It's okay. It's okay to be slow. Click. Click. Papa. Oh shit! There's the guard here already. Click. Papa. Stationary. He's not going anywhere. Wow. So unless I make a noise, click. Click. Enter. I guess I can just go around him. Unless I make a noise or try for the blue door over there on the left. Click.
Warning.
Click. Papa. Which means I can go this way for now, and then only revisit this place later, and this guard will be a non-issue for a long time. But yeah, this is watched, so I wouldn't be able to approach these doors properly. Click. Ah, but this is useless. No, I need to kill that guard. I need to bring him down. I guess it's gonna be quite okay anyway, because Nika has this paralyzer. He's gonna be down for a long time. Click. Space. Oh shit, I forgot. I forgot to gain power last turn. Damn it. Space. Switch. Yeah, the Endless mode is providing way more replayability and challenge than I thought, Erection. It completely surpassed my expectations. For some roguelikes, the Endless mode doesn't really work that well. It doesn't feel balanced, it doesn't feel challenging or exciting. Like in It gets really silly in the in Hand of Fate. Where you just get every item in the game and nothing can kill you. I wonder how would it be in Necrodancer. I guess I would just get too damn tired to dance anymore. Click. Let's put him in that room. In case someone else patrols in, he won't see a downed guard. Click. And it's just one step away. I'm not wasting too much of my movement points. Click. Papa. Space. Please be nice, demon. But I kinda need it. Demons are hidden, no problem. They were... Space. Patrolling. Where? Back there, okay. So it's not gonna see me as I go in. It's not gonna check for me. Click. That was a misclick. Just lost one action point on peeking. I guess I wanna go here anyway. Click. Mike. Enter. Check that door. I think in Necrodancer you would just get bored. No, I'm not gonna get bored with songs, are you crazy? That is the best soundtrack ever. I've been playing... Hang on, how many hours of Necrodancer have I been playing? I gotta check. Mouse deactivation. I'm curious now, I gotta check, hang on. Just a sec. Steam? Where's my Necrodance? Yeah, it's been 80 hours. 80 hours. I am so into that music still. Mouse activation. Mouse activation. Mouse activation. I'm still so into that music, and there are also custom songs that I will be putting in later, Papa. I will be playing hundreds of hours of that, Papa. Papa. Something seriously wrong with my voice commands. For fuck's sake, this is really not that hard. Welcome, by the way, Kiesto, and everyone else who followed here today. I missed a lot of follows on the chat. It's harder for me to keep track of the chat when eye tracking is misbehaving like this. Because every time I look at the chat, as you can see, I'm just, you know, the camera's fucking up. But it's the best way for me to play this game with my hand injury, so... If I didn't notice you following, welcome. Nice to have you. Click. I found the objective here, basically. And I usually want to hack that objective with Zoo and his EMP. Yeah. I'll leave it to Zoo and just go with her somewhere else. It's still a long way there, so if I don't commit to it now, I haven't wasted too much discovering this room. Click. Click. I believe, however, that the drone will be coming back here now, which means I might not be able to do much without hacking it. Switch. Space. Home.
Demon installed.
You didn't need to hack that power supply yet? Again? Well, I did need to do it if... Actually, yeah, that was fucking useless. You're right. Unless I want to go around the drone for some reason. Yeah, that was a pretty useless power supply, I gotta admit. You're right. And I can get away with running here. Click. Everything's explored around me. Why am I even going here? I don't have money. Portable server 1 though. Oh man. I suddenly am really motivated to get money. Mouse deactivation.